Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your spiritual messages for the month of September, and of course any of the time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. And if for some reason this reading does not resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. So be sure to check your moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. All right, so I also wanted to mention that if you ever feel guided to get a reading from me, all my information is in the description box below. You can hit me up on any of my social media platforms. I have Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Gmail is also linked there. All right, I offer $25 love readings and $25 personal readings, and together it's a combined price of $50. They're each 30 minutes long, so if you were to get both, it would take an hour. So I feel like I want to help you get your money's worth, so definitely take advantage of that if you ever feel like you want to get a reading to get a further understanding of what you're going through. All right, but without further ado, let's get into your reading. As always, I'm going to be pulling what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, what's rooting you, your recent past, and what you need to know. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, Sagittarius, what is going on with you guys during this time? What is going on with Sag? Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Interesting. Crossing this is the Page of Swords. I'm hearing don't overthink it. Don't overthink this plan you're trying to make, these choices you're trying to decide on. Don't overthink it. Oh yeah, the Devil is rooting this, interestingly enough. Why? Recent past. The Nine of Wands. Okay. And Temperance, there you are, as what you need to know. Interesting, with the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. So you're in a divine pause right now. You're having to see things from a different perspective. You're trying to gain enlightenment on your situation. I feel like it has not been easy. Whatever cycles you're going through, you're trying to find a way out, but you feel stuck. And I feel like a lot of it is just you being stuck in your head. Okay, you have to stop thinking so much and just take action. Just go for it. Okay, because it's not as complex as you think it is. It's a lot more simpler. Okay, so let's see what it is that you're trying to gain enlightenment with, if you haven't already. Okay, just one card. You have the Empress and the Three of Swords. So I feel like something happened in your recent past that broke your heart. Okay, it could have been a romantic connection that just wasn't living up to the expectation that you had hoped for. And it was at the expense of your security, just, the way you carry yourself. It made you question your worth. And now you're trying to pick yourself up again. You're trying to gain the enlightenment as to why that happened. You could be asking yourself things like, why would I get my heart broken? I'm such a good person, something like that. Or your worth and you're thinking like, is this person out of their mind? Like, why are they making this more difficult than it needs to be? But whatever the reason was, it left you disappointed, it left you heartbroken, and you're just trying to figure out why. Right? This person could have been closed off and it just wasn't cutting it out for you anymore. You thought, well, if this person isn't making any action toward me, then that's an indication that they're never going to. Right? So I feel like that's what you're kind of trying to think about. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could just be people's expectations of how you would want them to treat you. Okay? So at your center is the Two of Wands. So you're planning, you're trying to change your life right now. You're trying to think about other ways to live your life. A lot of you could be thinking about moving, whether that's cities, towns, states, countries, provinces, whatever. You want to just pack your bags and go somewhere else. Like, you're thinking about where else can I start my life over? Where else can I live my life? So let's see what this is about. We have Judgment and Knight of Wands popping out, but I'm not going to take them. Just one card, please. What's this Two of Wands about? Five of Wands. Yeah, there's too much tension. And I feel like this tension is not letting you see clearly. Wheel of Fortune, there you are again. You have to just let go and trust God, trust the universe, because right now there's too much tension. It's not letting you see clearly. It's not letting you find the way out. Yeah, see? Eight of Wands. This is an action that you want to take. In your heart and soul space, yeah, so you're trying to create a new life. You're trying to manifest something else. But this tension, this overthinking, maybe you feel like there's too much competition. Yeah, see, Ten of Wands. It feels too burdensome. It feels like there's a lot of pressure. And that's what you tell yourself. You know, you could be talking yourself into this grand plan of yours, and then all of a sudden you talk yourself out of it. Okay, so really, you're manifesting your life with what you're thinking. So if you're thinking chaos, you're going to manifest chaos. And if you're thinking, let's just go for it, then you're going to see the way out of this maze. Because I feel like you're stuck in a maze right now. It's kind of the energy that I feel here. But you have to just go for it. Don't worry about what other people are doing or how it can fail or end. Okay, because what's crossing you is the Page of Swords. So yeah, you feel like you're just thinking way too much and you're not trusting enough. And you have to let go of that. I know it's easier said than done. You could have air in your chart, and that's why there's a lot of overthinking. Air signs love to overthink. So be careful with that. Be careful with your thoughts at this time. Because it could just be leading you astray, not really getting you anywhere. A lot of unproductive thinking. And really, it could also just be you not having faith in yourself about where you can take yourself in life. Cut yourself a little bit cut yourself some slack. Give yourself more credit. The Hangman. Yeah, see, you're just stuck in thought. Four of Cups. You're ignoring the situation here. I feel like you're not seeing the bigger picture, which is interesting because Sagittarius are all about expansion and big energy. But you're struggling to see the bigger picture. I feel like this has already been offered to you and you may have ignored it. A divine offer of sorts. I feel like it's a divine offer to just live your life. Whatever that Two of Wands is for you. Whatever you're dreaming about, setting your eyes on. You could be ignoring it because you're scared. You feel like there may be some failure surrounding it. So there's just a lot of thinking. And it's causing a huge stalemate energy in your life right now. So I'm just here to tell you what's up, okay? You just take it as it resonates. What's crowning you is the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're trying to work on yourself, though. You're trying to ground yourself. You're trying to bring yourself back to the ground here, because this energy is very up there. It's very in the ethers. Okay, it's like crown chakra energy. So I feel like you're trying to root yourself. You're trying to ground yourself. You're trying to work on yourself. Have patience with yourself. So you could be trying to pick up some sort of crafts or hobbies that help you feel more centered. But you are working on something. I feel like you're working towards your goal. You have the Seven of Cups. So again, you have choices. And I feel like that could be the issue here, is that maybe you have too many choices and you have to just choose one, right? Having too many priorities is like not having any priority at all. So really be careful with what it is you're focusing all your energy in. If it's scattered, then you're not going to feel grounded, right? You're always going to feel all over the place. So I feel like you're trying to work on just one thing. Okay, she looks very studious and very determined to line these little bubbles here. So I feel like that's what you're ultimately wanting to do. I feel like you don't want to be in this dreamy, confusing la la land anymore. You want to get serious with yourself, right? King of Wands, you want to be determined, yeah, to go after your wishes, your passions. You don't want to be stuck anymore. You want to just go for it. And you could spend a lot of time fantasizing and dreaming about all those things you want to go after, but not really going after them. But I feel like there's a part of you that you're also manifesting it, though. By dreaming and visualizing things, you're manifesting it. So if you put those two together, it's magic. And I mean, you did have the Magician pop up, right? Yeah, see? So you are manifesting, Sagittarius. You do have the power. You have to just create the goal. You have to just create the plan and stick to the plan. Don't steer off the course. You know what I mean? I feel like you have to just stop being so scatterbrained. I feel like you're a little bit all over the place. Okay, so what's rooting you, this is very interesting, is the Devil. And I don't know, it's what I'm kind of feeling here is that when you get fixated on something, you get fixated on it. Like you become obsessed with it. Like you could get tunnel vision when it comes to chasing a goal, chasing a dream. And that is what could be happening here. You could be attached to this dream and you're thinking like, I'm not giving up on this. Even though you procrastinate on it or you just don't really know how to get there, you're still attached to this dream of yours. And I feel like that's what's helping you. It's like having a desire so great that you do everything to achieve it. It's kind of what I feel there. Four of Wands, yeah. This is your dream. The Four of Wands is your dream. Oof. With the Two of Cups. Yeah, see, I did feel some sort of romantic connection. You could be stuck on a person and they themselves could be the dream. They could be the end goal. Doesn't have to be the case. But it could be. And I feel like you're very attached to this dream. It could just be a dream to have a happy home life with the love of your life. It doesn't have to be an exact person. It could just be that idea. And I feel like having this strong obsession over that is what's going to drive you to just go for it. To be determined to have that. Right? It's like you want something so badly that you're just going to go after it. Yeah, I feel like you're going to do whatever it takes to get this. Because you want happiness, you know what you're worth, you know what you're deserving of. You know, and there's just like unstoppable energy about you. Like if someone isn't going to give this to me, I'm going to go get it for myself. Okay. So that's pretty awesome. And then for your recent past, we have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you've been going through some challenging times though. And again, this has been leading you to this moment though. I feel like this is what's making you so determined to go after your dreams and wishes here, because you've been through a lot. I feel like your dreams in the past could have even been ripped apart from you, and it gave you more of a drive to go after it. You know what I mean? It's like Sagittarius are not one to quit. I feel like if something happens to you, it only gives you more fuel to go for your passions. It's like you have a burning passion for something, and when it was taken away from you, or when it was challenged from you, you stood your ground and you fought for it. You're fighting for your dreams. I hate when 2 cards come out. Okay. Just 1 card, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, but that one came out by itself. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, see, there could have been something that happened. Yep, 5 of Pentacles that kicked you off your high horse, that kicked you off your confidence, right? That we were talking about in the beginning with the Empress. When this happened to you, yeah, it made you feel like crap. It made you question your worth. It could have taken you out of the spotlight of how you carried yourself. It could have made you lose your confidence. But overall, you persevered, and you're still kind of healing yourself from that, because we do have the Temperance card over here as well, but you're still healing from those challenges. They didn't happen and then you were just fine. No, you're still healing from that because it hurt you. But I feel like, again, that's giving you the fuel to go after your heart's desire, because you're a fighter. You're not passive. You go after the things that you want. And I feel like there's this angry energy about you where you're determined to show people what they lost, or, you know, what they could have had. And it's not like in a spiteful energy. I just feel like they really kicked you down, and they deserve their karma for what they did to you. And I feel like for you, looking good is the best revenge, right? Just living your life and going after what you want. That'll be revenge. Not that you're doing it out of spite, but you know what I mean. All right, so what you need to know is Temperance. You know, to just keep having patience with yourself, to keep healing yourself. There are going to be days where you kind of slip back and you get into your head, because we do have the Page of Swords here. So there is this energy to be careful with your thoughts, that when you find yourself, you know, dazing off or daydreaming or just overthinking things that are not in your highest favor, try to snap yourself out of it, because it's not serving you. But again, have patience with yourself, that when that does happen, don't be hard on yourself for that either. So just have grace with yourself and honor your feelings. Whatever feelings you feel, just honor them. Beautiful. We have the Chariot. So just keep doing you. Keep living your life. Everything is happening in divine timing. And so long as you keep pushing and aiming forward, you're better off than whatever happened to you in the past. Okay, you're going right where you need to be. And you're going to stand strong in your power. And you are going to meet the love of your life. You are going to meet what it is that you're searching for here. Right? Because you do deserve that. All right, Sagittarius. So amazing reading. Let's go ahead and finish it off with a couple more decks here. So let's see what your higher self would like to say to you during this time. Okay, that's not... Oh, I'm facing it the wrong way. Yeah, I feel like whoever you were dealing with, like, they're going to regret ever making a fool out of you or ever walking out of your life. Like, they're going to regret it, because I feel like you're really, really working towards something big here. And it's for yourself, right? It's not, again, out of spite with the 9 of Pentacles. I just feel like you're going to be shining and thriving. And whoever left you feeling like this, like left out in the cold, they're going to regret it within a few months. I feel like that's your success. That's the goal you're chasing after. You're going to see some progress in it within a few months. Just as birds change directions, so too is your path unfolding in divine alignment. Beautiful. Yeah. 100%. Accelerated movement, communications, and action. Oh yeah, especially with that Chariot here. Right, so less thinking and more doing, Sagittarius, because you know what you need to do. You're safe from all harm. All right, lastly, let me just read from the Lightworker Oracle and see what your highest message is today. Oh, that was fast. Oof, we got 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. This is number 44. All right, so let's see what your message is. Okay. When the gift of the 7th ray enters your life, something new is being formed, something that will benefit your world. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes. Resonating with high frequency violet light and the archangel Zadkiel, the 7th ray also helps transmute energy from lower to higher frequency. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. The 7th ray is very active upon the earth at this time. All of humanity is being affected by it. The 7th ray is a push-pull between the old and the new, the life that has been and can no longer continue in that form, and the new life that wants to evolve from the old. It honors traditions and ancestral wisdom that serve new life. When the 7th ray enters your life, you are asked to balance your attachment to what has been with an openness to the new. It is time to fearlessly question what has been, honor what continues to hold value for you, and dismiss what no longer serves you. The 7th ray also creates from invisible, intangible, spiritual energy. These are the inspired solutions and synchronicities that seem to come out of nowhere. They are signs of the divine order happening. The 7th ray brings an alignment with that divine order, and the more you are willing to invoke and allow that energy to bless you, the more your life will align itself with the genius of creativity, solutions, and loving opportunities the universe wants to bring to your world. The gifts of ritual, order, and ceremony are ways to attract this energy. Conscious ceremony done in service to unconditional divine love feeds a need for sacred embodiment. It is a hunger within the soul that many seek to feed through religion, and others through the less conscious rituals of addiction. Ritual can be something that keeps you stuck or opens you to the sacred. Choosing a spiritual practice to engage on a regular basis, creating your own spiritual system, will help you call this genius of 7th ray energy to your life. Your spiritual practice might be a daily prayer, followed by a short conscious dance or yoga session, a meditation, a walk in nature, or some combination of these. Find what works for you. Do that regularly. Make it a priority. You can invite spirit into your life through a simple and ordered system that you do on a regular basis, even if only for 5 or 10 minutes a day. Then the new life, the new you, the order that brings an expansive idea to life in the world can happen. The challenge with the 7th ray is not to become obsessed with the future, with the new, to the extent that you forget about the valuable aspects of what already is. It is about developing what has value, not rejecting outright anything from the past. The past can teach us wisdom and help us create a more loving future if we allow ourselves to balance our future, our passion for the future, with a respect for what has been. The gift of the 7th ray is the ability to live as an embodied divine presence. For humans who don't trust or even recognize the love of the divine in their hearts as yet, those who do are great supporters. The 7th ray empowers us to use loving ritual, to invite divine presence to fill us in our lives. It also teaches us how to use our consciousness to clean up our own energy field and the energy field of the world around us, so the divine can show its face more clearly. The comfort of this can help free all beings from anguish and suffering. I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, and the assistance of the unconditionally loving masters on this ray, the violet flame of Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel. I open to the magic of creativity, divine genius, and the ability to translate spiritual concepts into real-world experiences for the greatest good. May I discover and use my innate power for conscious and loving ritual and ceremony to enrich and invite spiritual presence into the world. May all beings feel safe and consciously held in a loving divine order, according to the great plan of love, through my own free will. So be it. Wow, Sagittarius. So definitely you are waking up to your higher self. You are releasing the old and letting the new in. So I feel like you're on your way. You know what you need to do. So I hope that gave you a little bit of a push in the right direction. All right, so if you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button so you know when I post again. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye.